You know one of the things that I never do with my watch? I never did that.
Be advised, my OnlyFans is now 20% off.
Weirdos are gonna come after y'all.
Oh, no. Never. Oh, never.
What's going on, good people? As you can see out there in the social media, everybody is coming for your boy, Coach Prime, and his family, and the Colorado Buffaloes. And just like you see right here, my man, Stephen A. Snitch, is leading the campaign because his higher bosses told him to do it. Jesus Christ, man. There's always people that you know, they're the ones that's always going to come after you. So let's play this clip right here of this little Stephen A. Snitch, right?
You know one of the things that I never do with my watch? I never did that. And coming to the defense of their father is admirable. And I'm not trying to discourage that. But how you do it matters. And when you do it with bravado and disrespect, as opposed to humility and protection of your father, you force people to look at you, as opposed to looking at you protecting your father. See, when you hear them speak and you listen to them come out and say the kind of things that they say, well, guess what happens? You're thinking about their bravado and whether or not they have the record to back it up, which they don't. Then you're looking at the transfers. You're seeing what's transpiring, and you're wondering why are these people looking to go elsewhere. And I heard Deion originally speak on the transfers and talk about sometimes people are transferring because they're usually reserves. They ain't getting that playing time. And he has a point there. But Deion Sanders is handling it the way it's supposed to be handled. His children, who are young adults, not necessarily so.
Let me get this right, Stephen A. Smith. That was a year ago. You were talking about...
And I sat down with ESPN today, and I don't care if they hear it in Boulder. I told them I took my hat off, and I took my glasses off, and I said, when I talk to grown-ups, I take my hat and my glasses off. That's what my mother taught me.
The Colorado State and the Colorado football game when Coach Prime made at half field when his son Shador, and Shador showed that Coach Novell is goddamn watch. That was a year ago because that man disrespected his grandmother. Okay, Stephen A. Smith? So why are we bringing old stuff up? So now we're in current, right? 2024, Stephen A. Smith. All Shador did or said was, look, bro, I don't even remember you. And you're mediocre, bro. That's all he said. So now that got the whole nation and you and your panties in one goddamn bunch because that man is defending his father, Stephen A. Smith. So how is that being disrespectful, Stephen A. Smith? You remember Jason Whitlock?
Stephen A. Smith is a plant. Stephen A. Smith has been installed not for knowing anything about sports. We've seen this time and time again. We saw him talk about an NFL tight end and his matchup against Derek Johnson. And neither guy was on either team. He doesn't know what he's talking about. We've seen Stephen A. Smith say, oh, they should have kicked that field goal on third down so they can re-kick it on fourth down if they miss. This man knows nothing about sports. He's installed. There's nothing about Stephen A. Smith's narrative or virtually anything that comes out of his mouth that doesn't need to be incredibly fact-checked.
When Jason Whitlock was all up in your ass, Stephen A. Smith, did you defend yourself? Did you? Wow, that's crazy, man. But let's get to the point here, Stephen A. Smith. You claim that you are Deion Sanders' friend, right? And you are a journalist. So let me get this right. All you had to do was call Deion Sanders on the phone because you have his phone number and say, hey, man, what is going on over there at Colorado? What the hell is going on over there, man? Why do we have all these transfers? What's going on with those ex-players talking smack about you? And I'm pretty sure Coach Prime would grant you that access and sat down with you and explained to you what's going on. But what do? You go on your little show and you disrespect the man's family, talking about his sons need to shut the hell up because they haven't proven anything. Stephen A. Smith, here's what you're forgetting, Playboy. Football is entertainment. It's not goddamn life. And if anybody is disrespecting my family, guess what? I'm going to strike back harder than that. So I'm going to play a clip right now of your boy Stephen A. Smith of how he defended your boy Jerry Jones. Roll the clip.
I'm so done.
And let me say this. I'm pissed off, but not for reasons that people would think. I'm very, very fond of Jerry Jones, and I'm not hiding that from anybody. Is his record perfect? No. But I'm pissed off because he doesn't deserve what just happened. He doesn't deserve it. Our report said he was 14 years old. Yeah. Another report said he was 15 years old. At minimum, that's 65 years ago.
I'm sorry that you're pissed off, Stephen A. Smith, that your boy Jerry Jones got busted for exercising his white privilege in the 1950s. I'm sorry, Stephen A. Smith. Do you know why Jerry Jones were at that school in the 1950s, since that was 65 years ago, Stephen A. Smith? That was because there was a case called the Brown versus the Board of Education that declared separate education facilities for blacks were inherent inequality. Yes, Stephen A. Smith, it was humane and wasn't right, but your boy Jerry Jones showed up to that school to make sure that no blacks were allowed. Isn't that kind of funny? He said that was 65 years ago, right? You were born in 1967, Stephen A. Smith, 2 years after the Voting Rights Act was passed, meaning you were the first person, or one of the first person in your family that was born with full American rights. So your grandma, your mom, your older sisters, when they were born, they were not granted their full American rights, Stephen A. Smith. Isn't that funny? Even though in the 1870s, they passed the 15th Amendment to try to rectify their bullshit of making all man equal. So 1870, they passed the 15th Amendment. So why did they pass the 1965 Voting Rights Act, Stephen A. Smith? I don't know. Tell us, Stephen A. Smith, why your boy Jerry Jones were at the school. Do you think his parents were angry that he was at the school, preventing blacks from trying to get a better education or better facilities, Stephen A. Smith? Do you think when your boy Jerry Jones went home, his mom goes, "Look here, Jerry, we're going to have to start accepting blacks, all right? We're not a racist family." Do you think they ever had that talk, Stephen A. Smith? Or do you think he went a little separate, like, look, man, we don't want those niggers in our school, all right? We just don't want them. And we would do everything in our power to keep them out. So get your ass down there, Jerry. Get your ass down to that school and stop those niggers from entering. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened, Stephen A. Smith, 65 years ago. So you can defend your boy all you want, all right? America is finding out the truth about you and all you goddamn coons, all right? Also, I'm about to play another video of Stephen A. Smith about a couple white children the same age as Jerry Jones, and you tell me how you're gonna spin this one.
I'll wait.
Do you understand that none of you will get
it that way?
Do you guys understand the consequences of what you've just done?
No.
You guys are not going to get into a college. You guys are not going to get any scholarships because this is a hate crime.
We all dropped out of high school. It's okay.
And I still don't think it's appropriate for you guys to be doing this. It's really it's really not funny.
I saw that video of those white kids dressed up in blackface and as prisoners in slavery. Stephen A. Smith, do you think that's funny? Do you think their parents had a talk with them about it? About racism in Utah? Huh? Or do you think they had the same talk as the talk that Jerry Jones had with his parents, Stephen A. Smith? Your boy Jerry Jones run the NFL just like the slave owners did. Yes, he employs black people because black people make him millions and billions of dollars, Stephen A. Smith. So can somebody be racist and make money off of you? Yes. But can they hide it? Yes. Also, this is another picture right here, Stephen A. Smith. I need you to explain this picture here as well. And you tell me where your boy Jerry Jones fall under. We'll wait, Stephen A. Smith. Stop the cooning, man. You're making the people look bad. For the love of God, just stop that shit.
As you can see right here, Stephen A. Snitch cannot be trusted because he's always going to do what his boss tell him to do, which is kiss the white man's ass and suck the white man's balls. That's right, Stephen A. Smith. I said it, and you ain't going to do a goddamn thing about it. Just like Jason Whitlock keep getting off in your ass, I'm going to keep doing the same thing, boy. I'm on your ass, Stephen A. Smith. You remember when Dana White slapped the shit out of his wife, Stephen A. Smith? Remember? This is what you said, Stephen A. Smith. Roll the clip.
The inordinate amount of times we've had to address subjects like this, we have to maintain consistency in pointing out, you do not put your hands on a woman if you are a man. You do not do it. Dana White knows that. And, you know, all I can say is that, again, he has spoken out against men who put their hands on women before, and whatever punishment you would exact under these circumstances to somebody else is what he should apply to himself. But I love him.
I could see him doing something even stricter just because he's the leader, you know, and he's the leader of men. So just to your point, not just what's enacted to a fighter, but maybe a little stiffer because he's the head. I just want to say a couple of things. They talked about being drinking heavily. When you're under the influence, not shining moments, often people don't make their best decisions. So in that sense, it's a cautionary tale. And in terms of it being an isolated incident, I've known Dana since I'm 22. I have the utmost respect for him. And I don't judge people by their worst moment. I agree with you on that punishment part. And the other piece that I just want to say, as a woman, it was also his wife's hands on him. So no one should be putting their hands on anyone. Male, female, female, male.
Well, like I said, you're absolutely right. I don't disagree. I have nothing to add other than I just think it's important that if you're going to sit on this platform, you owe it to your audience to be honest, to be honest and forthcoming. Dana White is not just somebody I know in sports, nor you. He's a friend. I love him. And I just...
That's right. He's my dear friend. See, Stephen A. Smith? See the pattern here? When a white man does something, Stephen A. Smith is your friend. But when a black man does something or attempt to do something, oh my God. Oh, they're there. And lastly, Stephen A. Smith, you went on Sean Hannity's show and said this about your boy Donald Trump. Roll the goddamn clip, man.
And dare I say something that I've ever had to articulate out of my mouth from a political perspective, but I got to tell you something. As much as people may have been abhorred by Donald Trump's statement weeks ago, talking about how black folks, he's hearing that black folks find him relatable because what he's going through is similar to what black Americans have gone through, he wasn't lying. He was telling the truth. When you see the law enforcement, the court system, and everything else being exercised against him, it is something that black folks throughout this nation can relate to with some of our historic, iconic figures. We've seen that happen throughout society.
Stop right
so
there.
No matter what.
Really, Stephen A. Smith? Donald Trump is being prosecuted just like black people are? Give me a fucking break, man. Let me guess right, Stephen A. Smith. Donald Trump is being prosecuted for breaking the fucking law. Name me a time, Stephen A. Smith, when Donald Trump got pulled over for driving while white and being harassed, Stephen A. Smith. I'll wait. That's right. Donald Trump was born in goddamn wealth from his goddamn father who was doing racist practices, Stephen A. Smith. I just want to know, when Donald Trump became rich, Stephen A. Smith, did he keep the same practices going by his father by denying housing to black people, Stephen A. Smith? So name me one black person in the history of America, Stephen A. Smith, that inherited wealth from their father that was doing racist practices, Stephen A. Smith. I'll wait. But your boy Donald Trump is being prosecuted and black people can relate. Give me a fucking break, man. Really, Stephen A. Smith? Let me know what black man right now out in the real world that has 91 count plus charges that's walking free in America, Stephen A. Smith. Better yet, Stephen A. Smith, name me one black man or woman that can go to court and the judge issue a goddamn gag order and say, shut the hell up, out of here, Stephen A. Smith. And then the black man proceed to break that gag order and his black ass is not in jail, Stephen A. Smith. But guess what? I don't got time for you, man. You are a clown and you are an enemy and you are dangerous. And every time you go on your little podcast and talk your little shit, I'm going to be on your ass because you are a clown. Stephen A. Smith, every time you open your mouth, this is what we're all thinking. Tyra Banks?
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Exactly, Stephen A. Smith. Exactly. And I'm going to let my boy Kendrick Lamar talk to you right now, because this is how we all feel about you, Stephen A. Smith.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct.